taking you guys along this journey with me. So I'm going to need all the help that I can get, all the encouragement that I can get. So I got an in-body 270 scan. It's called an in-body 270 scan. And so pretty much what it does is it completely analyzes your entire body, and it looks at your fat, it looks at your muscle, it looks at your, or I think it's technically called your skeletal muscle. It looks at a bunch of different metrics. So my weight for my height is perfect. He was like, it's fine, you don't have to worry about it. But he was like, do you want to look like an athlete? And when I say he, it was a guy that did my skin, the trainer. And I was like, yeah, like what? Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't I want to look like an athlete, right? So he was like, if you want to look like an athlete, you're going to have to lose 9 pounds of fat. And I was like, whoa. He was like, you're going to have to lose 9 pounds of fat and gain 3 pounds of muscle. So he was like, you're just so close. Like, why wouldn't you really go for it, right? And I don't really care to ever do, at least right now, I don't feel called to do any kind of like bodybuilding competition or any kind of, heavy competitive, like have some kind of competitive goal at the end of all this. I just want to be better. I just want to go and challenge myself, right? I just want to go after it, right? Like, why not? So I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to be doing is, so this is the game plan so far, and I'm going to be kind of unfolding the game plan as I go along. So this first week, I worked out 5 days a week. I had 2 active rest days, okay? And 3 days of the workouts are heavy weightlifting. 2 of the workouts are HIIT cardio. So that's the workouts. And then active rest on the rest days, which is just walking. Like, I just got on the bike a little bit and just moved my legs, just kind of like still doing something. Or if I wanted to go on like a nice walk outside, kind of a weird day in LA, so I didn't really feel motivated. And then my eating, this is where it's going to be a challenge. So I'm going to be playing with it a little bit every single day. Or every single week. And so I'll be updating you guys and letting you guys know. Also, too, give me ideas down in the comments. I don't eat meat, right? So I have to hit a certain level of protein, but then stay within a certain amount of calories, right? And then I don't eat meat. So, and then I don't want to just be having only protein shakes, vegan protein shakes the whole time, because that's no fun. And I actually think I would get sick if I just had like 3 protein shakes a day. I think I would eventually literally get sick. So that's going to be a challenge. So I'll be keeping you guys updated with that. So on the days that I do my workout, so HIIT cardio and on the weightlifting days, so 5 days a week, I'll be eating 1,855 calories. On the days that I'm going to be doing active rest, I'm going to be eating 1,355 calories, okay? So I've actually eaten a low amount of calories before, not in a smart way, many years ago when I just was completely irresponsible with like the health journey and trying new weird fad diets and stuff like that. Don't do any of those stuff, guys. It just doesn't, the thing is, okay, let me take that back. Let me just keep it really real with you. Sidebar, it actually does work. Temporarily, you will look in the mirror and you will feel happier about yourself for that short period of time. But I'm telling you, you are literally ruining your metabolism. You are ruining your discipline when it comes to food and your relationship with food, and just like developing a really healthy relationship with working out consistently. You really ruin your microbiome. You ruin your gut, like your whole gut just ecosystem down there. It just messes everything up. So just don't do it. So that's just a sidebar. But I go into more detail about that in some of my other videos. If you want to check out go to the live section, the live replay section, scroll down and you'll see my journey about how I've just been on a roller coaster of just, just like all the rest, you too, right? Like me and you just trying to figure out life as we continue to spend more years on the planet, right? But anyways, working out and eating healthy is the number one best way to go. Yeah, you might get there slower. Yeah, you might, not look exactly how you want to today, but it pays off. Trust me, I lost 30 pounds. I never gained it back. And I did it in a healthy way. And I'm so happy that I did it. But then even after I lost the 30 pounds, I got a little greedy and wanted to stretch it even more. And that's when I started doing the irresponsible stuff. So thank God I at least had the original foundation of how I lost the 30 pounds and never gained it back. anyone's interested in that, on how I did that, I did package it up and put it in an ebook for you, a digital downloadable ebook that you can have right now. So it's down in the description, but just don't do it. But anyways, so I'm going to be telling you guys what I'm going to be eating. I'm going to try to document this along the way. And if I'm able to achieve this, he said I can achieve it in 9 weeks. I'm the first week down. He said I can achieve this in 9 weeks, but I'm going to give myself 12 weeks just to be fair, just to have wiggle room, just to not overdo it, to not have anxiety with it. I just want to have fun, do a little challenge, stretch myself a little bit, but not like work myself to the point where I feel like I'm meeting this kind of imaginary challenge, this goal for like, and really it brought more stress and torture and like anxiety, right? I don't want to do that. So I will be letting you guys know about how each week has gone. So first week down, today I'm doing my active rest day. I just got off of just walking for a little bit on the treadmill and then walking, or not walking, but like riding the bike, just sitting in the seat and like moving my legs. So that was nice. And then I'm going to be doing, I did 3 days of weightlifting, which was challenging for me because I usually do 1 day of heavy weightlifting. So checking back into additional, like 2 additional days plus 2 HIIT cardio is just, it was an adjustment for me, but it was a nice wake up call, right? Like, okay, let me check in. It was a rough week. I'll just put it like that. Like, it wasn't like super organized and packaged up and pretty. I don't know how else to really explain it. It was like, I was like, oh yeah, I need to do weightlifting. Okay, well, what am I going to do? I didn't really go with the game plan. I did hire a master trainer a couple years ago for 8 months. I trained with him 2 days a week for 8 months. So I do have like a general template that I follow, but I'm going to really have to write out my game plan. So that way, when I get to the gym, I could just check all the way in and don't have to worry about, okay, well, what do I want to do? Okay, let me set my station up. It's like I go in, game plan, I'm setting my station up within a minute, and I'm doing my thing. On the days that I'm going to be doing my heavy weightlifting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 different circuits. Okay, 3 different circuits, 9 workouts total. In each circuit, there's going to be 3 workouts. And then I'm going to do 3 rounds in each circuit, 12 to 15 reps. Okay. So I'm actually going to be filming myself. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. If anybody's interested in that, I will be showing little clips and little bits. And then I might do like a month out. I'll do kind of like just showing you guys my, I guess you could call it my split. I'm not really like into it's funny because I love health and fitness. This is a huge part of my lifestyle, but some of the lingo, I just like don't use the lingo like that. So yeah, I'll show you guys what my split is, my weight training split. And then week 2, what I think I'm actually going to do is do 2 HIIT cardio days, 2 heavy weightlifting days, and then one of the days is going to be a split day. So it'll be HIIT cardio and weightlifting. I'm going to do that this week and see how I feel about it. There's a class that I go to on Sundays, and that's what it is. It's 30 minutes of weight training and then 30 minutes of HIIT cardio. And I just enjoy going to that class. And I'm like, I don't want to not go to that class anymore because I'm doing this, right? So I'm just going to incorporate it in and see how it goes. So I'm going to be recording myself as well. If you guys want to see the type of workouts that I do currently to continue to stay in shape, just to stay, having a lot of energy, just having fun while I'm working out, go to my playlist and type in HIIT cardio. You could type in full body workouts. You can type in training with master trainer. I have a ton of videos of me working out. If you're like, well, what kind of workouts do you do, Ciana? Go to those playlists, check them all out. And I will be continuing to record myself with my HIIT cardio and my weight training as well. And if this works, guys, if I'm able to really lose 9 pounds and then gain 3 pounds of muscle, I'm going to actually package this up for you in a really beautiful, organized way. And, it's something that you might want to tap into as well and challenge yourself, right? But in the meantime, follow along with me. I'm going to be giving a ton of tips and tricks and things that I'm going to be doing. And again, if you have ever done a journey like this, let me know what tips and tricks you have. Because the thing is, I'm really, really excellent at like being able to maintain where I'm at, right? So right now, today, I'm 139 pounds and I am 5'7". And so what I'm looking to see on the scale at the end of the 12 weeks is 132 pounds. So 132 pounds. And then when I go in for another scan, it should say that I went up by 3 pounds of muscle and I went down 9 pounds of fat. So we will see. We will see what that's going to look like. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. So on the days that I'm going to be doing active rest, I'm challenging myself to walk for 15 steps instead of 10,000 steps. I'm going to be doing 15,000 steps. So that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. And it'll still be kind of like a challenge. I'm still checked in, but that's very doable, right? Like if I'm not going to be doing any heavy weight training, I'll have more than enough energy to be able to do that. It's just a matter of actually putting in the effort. It's really not that hard to walk 10,000 steps or 15,000 steps. It's just a matter of remembering to get off your butt and get on your walking pad, or it's just a matter of remembering not to scroll. You might as well scroll and go walk around the block, right? Or getting up really early in the morning, getting up at 5:30 a.m. and then doing an hour walk outside and just kind of looking at your morning emails. Like you just basically habit stacking walking with things that we already do is how you're able to do it very easily. So it's easier than you think when you just get in the habit of it. Also, some other things I'm going to be doing is trying to stand more than sitting down. If I don't have to sit down, I'm going to stand. So that's going to be another way I think my body will just burn like a couple extra calories here and there without me doing much effort. But the biggest challenge of this is going to be the protein with the 1,800 calories and me being mainly plant-based. Like that's going to be interesting. So we'll see how that's going to go. I think I'm going to have to really like add on or kind of sneak in a lot of flax seeds, a lot of chia seeds, a lot of hemp seeds, eating like a couple of rounds of beans, lentils. I love lentils. I love garbanzo beans. I love beans. I love black beans. So that's going to be easy, but then beans can be very starchy. So, and they're high in calories depending on how much you have. So it's going to be a whole measuring game. I'm going to look at this as a game. And if I hit it, cool. If I don't, then I'm just going to keep going after it until I actually lose the 9 pounds and gain the 3 pounds of muscle, right? Like it'll be fun to just go for it. So I want to keep the stress low with this because something like this can really kick you into like an unhealthy obsession with like trying to hit these numbers. Like I just want it to be fun, but I think that this is going to also be healthy in the fact that I'll be stretching myself a little bit, right? And just kind of getting out of my comfort zone of what I always do. So because, again, I'm 5'7", I'm 139 pounds. I kind of hover between 135 and 139. Like that's kind of like on a good week, on a week where, as women, we have our cycles. On a week where I don't really have my cycle going on, I mean, I'm not leading up to it. It's like 135, 136, 137. Leading up to my cycle or being on my cycle, it's like 137, 138, 139, right? So I kind of flow within like 4 pounds. So I want to be at a comfortable 132. So I want to be able to flow within 130 to 133, right? So that'll be, it's definitely stretching me a little bit. And again, I'm pretty comfortable with how I look. Like I think that's why I haven't really cared to like, try to really like go to that next level. But it was nice to get the scan, and he was like, why not just try? You're so close. So, and he was like, you could technically do it in 9 weeks. Like I said, I'm going to do it in 12. So be on the lookout. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys' ideas are. Let me know what you guys want to see from the challenge. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like, and catch me on the next one. Bye.